Next is literals. An expression is combination of values, variables and operators. Literals are the values that you assign to variable. Literals are also known as constants. Each literal belongs to execute one of Python's built-in data types such as integer or float or string. For example, num is equal to 20, where 20 is an integer literal. Pi 3.14142, where 3.14142 is a float literal. Ch is equal to s or name, like Ankita, whereas s and Ankita are string literals. Next is delimiters. In Python's, delimiters are symbols that perform a special role in Python, like grouping, punctuation, and assignment, binding of values to names. The following token serves as delimiters in the grammar, like delimiters like parentheses, brackets, curly brackets. Its classification is grouping. Next is comma, colon, semicolon, equal. These are punctuations. Plus equal, minus equal, multiply equal, divide equal, percentage equal. These are arithmetic assignments. And equal, parallel equal, greater than equal, less than equal. These are bitwise assignments. Next is identifiers. A Python identifier is a name used to identify a variable, functions, classes, modules, or other objects. An identifier starts with a letter A to Z or an uppercase with underscore followed by 0 or more letters, underscore and digits 0 to 9. Comments in Python. Comments are non-executable statement. Comments in Python start with the has character and extend to the end of the physical line. A comment may appear at the start of a line or following white space or code, but not within a string literal. A has character within a string literal is just a has character. To write a comment as a new line, firstly you have to give 3 times greater than, then has, this is a new line comment. To write a comment with a line of code, like you have given 3 times greater than, a is equal to 10 plus 20, then you have to assign a has symbol and you have to write the comment. It is a comment with an expression. Next is variable. A variable is a way of refer to a memory location. This memory location contains values like number, text, etc. The value saved in a variable can change during the execution of a program. Rules for naming variables. There are some rules like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is given in your book. Variable name should start with underscore. Variable can be used both uppercase or lowercase letters. Variables are case sensitive. This means file name and file name, like you have given file name in lowercase or uppercase, these are different variables. Don't use any Python keywords as a variable name. Number 5 is variable name can also use letter, digits and a score sign in between. Number 6 is variable name should identify its purpose, like example, to store age of a person, take variable name age, not a. Okay, you have to take age, you can't take only a, you have to give full age. Like example of valid variable, my underscore name comma salary comma September 2018 underscore percentage comma name underscore 23. Data types in Python. Declaration of variables is not required in Python. If there is a need of variables, you think of a name and start using it as a variable. Another remarkable aspect of Python is that not only the value of a variable may change during the program execution, but also the type as well. You can assign an integer value to a variable, use it as an integer for a while, and then assign a string to the variable. The basic data type used in Python are mentioned here, like int for integer, The int data type represents integer numbers without any fractional part. It stored values in the range of 21, 47, 48, 36, 48 to 21, 47, 48, 36 to 47. This is your integer value. Next is boolean. It's called bool. It presents the logical values in the form of true and false. In boolean, 0 represents false and 1 represents true. 0 represents false and 1 represents true in boolean. Okay. Next is float. It represents floating point values, which means numbers with fractional part. The fractional part of a floating point number may be 0 as well. Examples of floating point numbers are 3.14 or minus 48.6 or 18.0, etc. str, we will use str for string. A string data type represents a string of a character enclosed with quotation marks. Like you have given welcome in double quote, you can write hi in single quote, means you can use the quotation. Some example, I is equal to 42, data type in implicity set to integers, I is equal to 42 plus 0.11, this data type is changed to float, I is equal to 40, this data type changed to string. Working in interactive mode in Python. I have told you there are two modes. First is interactive, second is script mode. So now I'll tell you about the interactive mode. In the interactive mode of Python, the instructions are executed line by line, giving the output. With the Python interactive interpret, it is easy to check Python commands in this mode. To work in interactive mode, you have to follow these steps. Firstly, click on start button, then all programs, then Python 3.7, then ideally Python 3.7. It will open the Python shell window where you will see the Python prompt. This is your Python prompt. Type the following commands next to Python prompt and Python will immediately give in the output. These are some examples. You have to see it very carefully. Next, working in script mode in Python. Now I'll tell you about the script mode. The interactive interpret is great for checking small bits of codes, but if we have to write a complete program or script, we need to save our script in a file. For this, we need script mode. To save and edit Python program in a file, any editor can be used, such as Notepad in Windows. The file should be saved with extension .py. There are lots of editors, but you should choose one which supports syntax highlighting and indentation. Like I have told you, for HTML programming, you are using as Notepad. Like that, you can use here Notepad for Python programming also. To work in the script mode, follow the process given below. Open Ideal Python, click on File, New File in Ideal Python Shell. In the new window that opens, type the command you want to write in a program. Choose on the file, save the file with name program1.py. .py is extension name for Python. I have told you that HTML's extension name is .html. Like that, you have to give here .py. .py is the extension for Python files. Look like a throw an example. A is equal to 10, b is equal to 30, then c is equal to a plus b, then print the sum of the two numbers. You have to written in double quote, then you have to print c. Run mode. After the Python program file is created, you can run the program by following given steps. Open Ideal Python shell, click on the file and open, click on the run modules or press F5 key. It will execute all the commands you have stored in separate Python window. Using print parenthesis functions. The print function prints the output on the screen. The message can be string or evaluated value of any command expression. Let's learn it through an example like print welcome to Python programming. This will display welcome to Python programming.